Okay, so my today's video is for my girlies who have acne like me on their face and who struggle to do makeup. Honestly, I've never had acne in my life before. This is because of barrier damage that I had because I tried on too many skincare products. And the past 6 months have been horrible for me because never in my teen, never in my puberty have I had any acne. It definitely did take a big hit at my confidence, but it did not stop me. And I did figure out what kind of products work for me now that I do have acne and what kind of products, affects the acne even more. So let's go. First and foremost, let's talk about base. The one thing that really bothers me when it comes to doing my base is primer. A lot of makeup influencers and makeup artists use primers, but every time I have used a primer, it has only given me breakouts, so I completely avoid it. And if you still want to go ahead and use a primer, I would strictly suggest to stay away from silicone based primers, especially in the areas where you have a lot of acne. Like, you can use silicone based primers on your nose or your T-zone or your U-zone, whatever is too much oily, to control the oil. But don't go ahead and apply it on your active acne because it could, clog your pores and make it more difficult for you. The first thing I will do is use my moisturizer. I will follow it up with my sunscreen. This is the moisturizer that I am currently using, and it really has helped my acne and my skin. The next product that I use, my sunscreen. I use this sunscreen on top of my moisturizer. This Dalba First Spray Serum. I will be showing it to you guys as I do my makeup so you guys have a better idea. I apply very little of this serum and it's only to give that light dewy finish around the cheeks in this area. It's actually pretty hydrating and I personally really love this. As you guys can see, I purchased this like a month or two ago and it's half finished already. That's it. And don't forget to shake the bottle before so everything just mixes before it is sprayed on your face. Dry a little. Then I'm going to choose between these three products. Now, it's very important between these three products. I feel like it is very important to choose the right type of foundation depending on the type of your skin. But then again, at the end, what really matters is even if your skin is oily, there could be silicone based foundation that would absolutely suit your skin and not clog your pores. So it's very different for different people. I personally really love this clarifying foundation from LAMEL. The shade that I use is the shade 405 Buff Beige, and I also love this Super Stay Lumi Matte foundation from Maybelline. The shade that I like is the shade 310, and I feel like this is a little, all of these are very much water based, and this is the Calm On Skin Tint Serum from Type Beauty, and it really suits my skin very well, and it also has SPF 40, so I prefer this on some days. It is very lightweight. All of these, they're water based. I'm not sure if this is water based, but it really feels amazing on my skin when I apply it. Like, it is not very liquidy, but I love the way it feels on my skin. The moment I blend it in, there is this burst of coolness that I feel, which I really like. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is a water-based foundation, but I really like it because the moment I blend it in my skin and everything, it feels like this cooling thing, this burst of coolness, and it doesn't feel very heavy. So yeah, that's why I like this. This one is actually water-based, and it also does have silica in it, but it's not as much as the other poreless matte foundation of Maybelline. So it does give that dewy finish, which I really like. And this one is completely water based, although it could feel very oily or heavy for somebody who has an oily skin type. So you might want to recheck if this suits your skin well or not. I'm going to show you guys how their textures look so you guys have a better idea. So this one is pretty runny, and also it is a skin tint, so it does feel lightweight, but as you mix it, you can see how well it just stays on your hands. You can see how well it just stays on your skin. The shade match is so good. It actually makes my face look more radiant. So yeah, I really enjoy this. Then there is this Lumi Matte foundation. This is also like pretty runny, but it's not as runny as the type skin tint. This is a little fair for me. On some days, especially when I'm not tan, it's a really good match for me. I really like how this foundation feels on me. It gives that very lightweight and glowy effect. And then we have this foundation that I will be swatching on my face so you guys get a better idea. Now this is not runny at all, if you can see. So I'm quite sure that it is not water-based, but I'm gonna have to check. The match is pretty good. I mean, I'm a little tan right now, so, you know, a little off on me. But I will assure you that these foundations are very much my shade. I don't like completely hide my acne because, you know, I feel like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. But if you're somebody who wants to completely hide it, you can choose a more matte finish of a foundation because this enough won't do. And if you're somebody who doesn't like their bumps to show, definitely go for a matte foundation because if you go for a dewy one, your bumps are going to show. So like be careful, like be extra careful if you're choosing foundations. And I would personally suggest you to try out foundations on your skin. Like go to the store, try out your foundations and only then finalize it. It just helps you understand your skin better as well. And the best thing that I love about this foundation is that I sometimes don't have to color correct when my dark circles aren't that deep, so it just works out well. I'm going to slightly tap my foundation with this blender to, you know, take away all the excess foundation there is. So when all the excess is gone from your face, your foundation doesn't look patchy. Make sure to wet your blender before you use it. I never skip this step because it really helps to not give that patchy look. Okay, I think that is good. You see how you can still see my acne bumps, but the dark spots are all hidden. Yeah, I think that's always my goal. Okay. Now next thing, I'm going to go in with a concealer. I normally use this concealer in the shade Sepia to cancel out any darkness or grayishness on my face and use this to brighten. I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to use very less amount only here, but it's still very less. I only do this step so my under eyes don't look gray, and I don't take it too close to my eyes. I still keep a good gap so it looks natural. I avoid taking it here as well because you can already see that little crease. Yeah, I wanted to avoid that, but okay. And this, okay. And I'm going to brighten my under eyes, same amount. I think even lesser here, very less, a little. I like my forehead a little bright, so I'm gonna, and this part, and we blend it out. I'm not going to take it too close to my waterline again because otherwise then it will look too creasy and patchy, which I want to avoid altogether. That's it. A little blending here. And the next part would be setting powder. I normally use two powders to set my under eyes. This one's from Fit Me in the shade medium, and this one is from Innisfree, and this is a No-Sebum mineral powder. Now this is very much silicone based. I only use this to set my under eyes. Because of this, there is no creasing, absolutely no creasing, or you know, very less creasing. But this one makes my under eye very wrinkly, or I think I just don't know how to set well with this one. So I actually really avoid using this anywhere near my cheek. I actually don't set my cheeks for the same reason, because this is silicone based and I'm just scared that it might clog my pores. So I just avoid it altogether. I take it on this powder puff and tap a little at the back of my hand before I set it in. I'm going to completely rest my face because before I set it, so there are no creases. That's it. That's it. Very lightly. Again, I'm going to take a little bit. Rest, I still need a little more. So I've taken powder. I'm going to tap it at the back of my hand and set it very lightly. Even this part, because I don't like it. I don't like when it is, you know, oily. I sometimes set my forehead, but today I don't want to. So that's it. And I'm done. This is it. I keep my under eye as matte as possible, so my wrinkly under eyes don't show too much. And the next step is blush, obviously. Now this one is a very glossy, dewy blush, and this is a very matte blush. This gives that no makeup look. This is the one from Etude. It's actually a tint for the lips, but I don't like velvety lip tints, so I use this as a blush on my cheeks. I'm going to apply a little so you guys can see. It looks very natural on me. So it looks very natural and subtle. This one, on the other hand, is it's not even dewy, it's proper glossy. So I only apply this when I'm like in the mood to look all glossed up. I'm going to apply this on the other cheek as well. This particular lip tint that I use as a blush gives a very subtly flushed look, which I feel like it goes with my whole thing when I want to do that no makeup look, or a very minimal makeup look, you know. So I feel like this tint acts as a perfect blush for my no makeup or a very minimal makeup look. And it also doesn't feel very heavy on the skin. So it's a win-win. And yeah, the next step is obviously mascara. Just I curl my lashes. Maybelline Hypercurl Easy Wash for everyday use, because waterproof mascaras take still longer to take off, but like this one comes off super easily and it does the job. And to end it all, I first use my lip balm. I think I finished it. So I'll come down. Okay. And then follow it up with a nice satiny lipstick. I'm going with Worth It Intense today. I applied like a very thin layer and it looks nice. And that's it. So let me know how you guys like it, and also let me know what kind of videos would you like to see more from me, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.